It's a fantabulous night for some level 3, and I'm so glad that you've joined us for it. Well, it might be night, it might be day, it might be afternoon, evening, or even twilight where you are. Sucky movie, by the way.
If it was Twilight, you want to hang yourself, but that's all right.
Worst film ever. Anyway, enough bagging on that. I am Jamie. I am your gaming friend, companion, confidant, if you will, here on Level 3. But Level 3's hull integrity would be significantly lower if I was not assisted each and every week by my assistant host. I like to include the diminutive there. And he doesn't really need an introduction.
But you're gonna
I'll
do
give
it
you one
anyway.
anyway. Let's just do it. He is a man of contradictions. He is an enigma. Yes, a puzzle wrapped in a riddle, laced with a little bit of adamantium there, and then encased in a sack of lustrous, youthful skin. I am, of course, talking about the man who is the only person that I know who tried to bring Schrodinger's cat paradox into actual practice. Not a good thing to do. And as I say, man of contradictions. Loves Paul Simon, hates Garfunkel. Loves Snap, but hates Crackle and Pop. Has some sort of issue with them.
Digging.
Loves to zig, hates to zag.
Oh, zig and zag, come on. Pushing the boundaries of good taste.
I could, of course, only be speaking about Jason.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, girl. Can you say bling bling? I don't know.
It'd be weird.
Well, it would be.
I do have a question for you, Jason.
Sure.
In these times when gamers are panicking, we're in bad times. We're in a drought.
We're in a drought. And not even just a literal water drought, a gaming drought, if you will.
That too, here in Victoria. But there's no good games out there to play right now. No. And most people are going back to the classics. I'd assume that you'd be one of those people. What are you playing at the moment?
Me, I am actually playing Skate 1 of all things.
Going back in time.
Trying to get the mess out of my
Good thing your mum wasn't a lobster. Haven't you seen the ad? The lobster. No, it's cool. I lost you. That's
what the.
Anyway, lobster, yeah, it's alright.
Anyway,
you know
yes, I'm playing Skate 1 to get in the mood for Skate 2 because I've got Skate 2 coming out in a week or so, and that should be good to go.
And that's what people do, isn't it? They go back in time. Like
they do, exactly.
When Terminator 3 was coming out, I went back and watched Terminator 1 and 2, and I realised they were infinitely better than Terminator 3.
Wow, let's face it, being stabbed with a knife is better than Terminator 3. But look, yeah. Well, and this is something I think it's actually a good segue. If you don't mind me taking it and running with it.
Oh, please, jump on into your two-wheel Segway and zip off.
We're trying new things here at Level 3. We've decided we're gonna take down different paths. We've had Ash, which was last year, and big response to Ash. Very happy with the way everyone's responded to that. We're gonna actually, the next segment we're going to is one with Anna. And she's covering offbeat games.
Yeah. Brand spanking new reviewer, host,
and this is something that ties into that because there's nothing big out at the moment. So this is a time when it's a good time to check out all that indie stuff that people have looked over and stuff like that. And,
that's right.
And it's I just thought I think it's a perfect segue. I kind of took it and ran with it. Sorry, I know that's kind of your deal, but
no. Look, you can do your thing. I've just been too busy with my head in Oblivion.
Yes,
the fallback game.
Going back to the drugs, man. Get back in the junk.
Go back to the old standby. When there's nothing good out there, I'll go back and do something like Oblivion again.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's soda anyway. We'll go off onto our tangent about. So, here's Anna with more indie offbeat titles.
Go Anna, go you good thing.
At least you make that.
2008 was the year of the blockbuster, and I don't know about you, but I'm suffering sequelitis. We had the Fallout 3, the Fable 2, the Far Cry 2, the Grand Theft Auto 4. It was kind of getting sickening, so I went back and I was having a look at all the original titles, the more offbeat, and some of the independents. Even the ones that you can download off your Xbox Live Arcade, PS3 Home, it's all there. So you just have to look. So I got together a list of things and I thought I might show you guys what I found. Handhelds are one of those platforms that original games just seem to be drawn to, but they don't get the sales quite right. On the PSP, you had games like Echochrome that had a lot of fanfare before it was released, and then when it did, not many people picked it up. I was one of the few that did, and to be honest, while it was challenging and it was interesting and it was offbeat, it didn't grab me. The one that did grab me was Patapon, and that was a rhythm-based game similar to Loco Roco, but the only way you could make your little men move and attack was to get the beat exactly right. That was frustrating, but rewarding, because they're little eyeballs and they dance along the screen for you, like Loco Roco sings for you. Loco Roco 2 came out also last year, so pick that one up as well. owning those games make me a little less embarrassed about owning a PSP from day one. The DS has a game called N+ at the moment, and that's been pretty well picked up by a lot of gamers. That's a ninja game that's a bit more time-based, and you've got such a fast metabolism that you will die unless you collect enough gold to slow it down a bit. The other games, such as the independent Lock's Quest and Drawn to Life, are both games that were well received, but not well picked up. A lot of families picked them up, but not many gamers, but they were good to have a look at. Soul Bubbles was the game the DS was made for, apparently. It was nice, smooth, relaxing, the kind of game DS owners will probably get into a bit more than maybe the hack and slash of a PS3. So the PS3 owners that are usually known as the more heavy set, the more FPS orientated, the more wishing for the bloodlust, well, there's Pure, another original IP kind of thing that was pretty well received and well reviewed by Jason. But there's also a few on those home games. Flow, that's the nice flowy game. You can also get it on PSP, iPhone and DS, but it translates well onto the PS3 with the high definition. The other games on PS3, there's not much, but there's also Pixel Junk Monsters and Pixel Junk Eden. The variety Xbox brings is reflected by Live Arcade. On there you've got the brilliant Braid, which is, if you haven't picked it up, probably be on your to-do list, I think, even before summer finishes, because with these hot weather, it's probably a good idea to stay inside. You've also got Multiwinia, which is the successor to Darwinia. It's where the little men have decided that it's no longer fun fighting against a giant virus because they won, they've got to do something else, so they fight against each other. The Wii's been known to be a bit difficult to develop for. I mean, you've got all that shovelware there, but you have to look a bit deeper to find the really original IPs there for you. You've got, of course, The Blob, that everyone was looking forward to, but I found it a bit hard to get a hold of because of the distribution. It was a great game, but hard to get a hold of, so if you can find it out there, it's well worth the buy. There's also on WiiWare, World of Goo, which is currently towards the top of the list on the greatest indie games of 2008. So that was 2008, but I'm really looking forward to 2009 where, sure, we've got the big sequels coming up, but there's a lot of independent developers bringing out really original IPs that I'm really looking forward to. I'm off to Japan for 3 weeks, so hopefully I'll bring you something back from Akihabara. But till then, look out for the original IPs and have a look over that list and see if there's anything you missed from last week.